All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the pre-market prep. I hope everyone's having an amazing morning. Hope you guys had a great day yesterday. All right, guys, let's get to it. No, I overheard you talking as I was getting some stuff ready.
Yeah,
Is there
bro.
some information you want to show us? I saw you pulled off something, and I can
Yeah, I'm
try
gonna give
to.
you a link in the chat if you
Okay.
would pull this up because we'll hit SPY real quick first thing.
Yep.
There's just a ton of data that came out. Now, it hadn't done squat to the markets yet. Maybe it's taken a second to digest. Maybe it just blew it off. Um, it's usually on the SPY screen, I've got economic data, and there's not enough room to even think about putting all this on there. There's usually maybe uh, three data points or something. Scroll down a little bit and look at how much we just had come out at 8:30, and then at 10 a.m. a bunch of stuff is coming out. Keep down,
Oh yeah, I
and
see
then
it.
at 2
Yep.
p.m. we've got FOMC minutes. So, um, yeah, I was just talking about everybody that we might not be on in time to say it before it happened. Just wanted to make sure that people were
Yep.
aware. So we'll have another one at 10 a.m. Eastern.
And then here's the spy on how that's reacting. Let me get this out of the way. Here it is. All right, excellent. All right, while we're here, any overall news, market data? I mean, it's a lot of stuff coming out today, obviously, as we just showed now. Anything else aside from that?
Yeah, I mean, holiday shortened week. Markets closed tomorrow, half day Friday. I'd anticipate a little bit lighter volume later, especially as people maybe start to leave early to travel and such. I mean, volumes on SPY is light, but it's not insanely light. Our Gappers list has essentially been the same for the last hour and a half. I mean, not much has come on recently. So,
Yep, yep,
yeah.
I agree. I agree with that. All right, guys, let's take a quick look on some of the stuff we had yesterday here. Having some issues with my hotkeys here. Oh, there we go. That worked. Let's make sure both charts are linked. Okay, here we go. So let's take a quick look at some of the stuff we had on our list yesterday, starting with XBEV. So we have XBEV on here, guys, which actually traded very, very well. This is not yesterday's action. It was a lot cleaner. Yeah, here it is. This is yesterday's action. Had a good pre-market activity. We saw that, and look how great this thing traded into the market open. So very nice there. Did get top around 54, but it already did that nice move. So again, you took advantage of this here, and then it does drop down back to the VWAP. Then becomes pretty flat here into later parts of the afternoon, where you do get a nice little drop there into the afternoon parts of the day. So pretty nice there on XPEV, a lot of movement. BBY was this was just not great. Had a beautiful pre-market action, guys. It was very extended, and this is the concern with especially this type of retail company. You had a nice big drop yesterday. And then at the market open, you really didn't see a whole lot of action, and it just kind of was flat for the entire day. Pretty choppy into about 12, 1 o'clock, where you did see some better movements in the stock, but a typical retail type company play there. Zoom, guys, this was nice. Zoom was very, very clean here, guys. And if you look at the pre-market action, typically we don't watch a Zoom, but yesterday, I'm not, is this, yeah, Zoom. Yeah, yesterday they were pretty active as far as the news, the catalyst, they're daily. If you guys remember, this is why we focus on the daily a little bit. Their daily here, very, very nice drop. So that had a beautiful continuation into the market open. It was very weak. Brian was watching this one closely yesterday as well. And you can see here how nice that traded into the market open. So pretty nice there. Here's Lucid, guys. You had a couple of opportunities, but then it didn't give you great action for continuation plays. Now, for scalping plays, getting in and out quickly, this is an amazing stock to do that in because you can do it with a good movement, right? For example, this is 54 up here. You're down to 53 in a 5-minute candle, right? So scalping this one is nice because it can move quite a bit. Just got to be very, very careful. Obviously, with any stock, but especially this one because it can move against you very quickly. As fast as you can take out money, as easy as you can make money, as easy and fast as you can lose money as well. So you got to have amazing risk management on this one. It's funny today, this thing has been putting in like 2.1 million shares traded on a regular basis. Today, they're not doing that. Only 580,000. So very, very light on the volume. We'll take a look what's happening there a little bit later. Here's NVIDIA. NVIDIA not as clean as we've seen over the last couple of days. We've been getting pretty good action on NVIDIA. Yesterday wasn't it. We definitely seen better activity. We had MU on deck. I didn't really watch MU, so let me see what it did here. I didn't really focus on it. I don't know. Without looking at the price action, this doesn't look all that great, to be honest. So I'm just not seeing anything great on there. Here's Apple. Apple also was a bit choppier. They had insane volume at the pre-market, right? Insane volume. But again, it's just not really all that clean into the market open. You can see here just these weird candles dropping, coming right back up, dropping again, and coming right back up. And these candles are just, I want to say algo-like, right? Just very, very strange candles for Apple yesterday. So, all right, that is what we have. Let's take a look at our gappers list. As Norm mentioned, a lot on here on the downside this morning. Tons of stuff in the double digits. Are these all in the same sector? I mean, what is this stuff here? Let's move over. Manufacturing and retail getting slammed today, looks
So
like. So,
there's a good amount of retail on stuff. They've been
yeah.
reporting that retail tends to report at the end of earnings season, which we were at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we saw Dick's the other day, and
Yeah. Yeah.
Gaps on there, so just various catalysts throughout. But that's not it's not everything. Not everything
Yeah,
on there's retail.
yeah, yeah. I was just looking at all these double-digit ones up here. Seems to be somewhat in that area, but yeah, not everything. All right, let's take a look, guys. What we have on our gapping up list today: LGVN low flow that was very act. Oh, it's not linked. Oh, it's not linked. I thought I did that. Let's link our trade ideas, external linking, add link, and come right over here. And that takes care of that. We'll minimize. Well, let me not make this mistake I always make. When I minimize this, everything minimizes. Just going to move it over here. And this should be working now. LGVN. Here we go. All right, so LGVN, let's get our charts in line here. Here's our 5-minute. We got volume. I don't like the 5-minute at the moment. Let's get the daily. Daily in the bottom so we can see what's going on here. Big day yesterday. How did it actually move? Let's take a look here. So yesterday, actually, no, that was Thursday. This was on Monday, big day Monday. Yesterday didn't do all that well, and I remember we did not have shares for short yesterday. We don't have any today, so I just think the fun might be over on this, guys. I'm not really liking this after a couple of days of continuation. It's just not looking great. Here is SOPA, SAOP. This no,
SOPA.
no, SOPA.
No,
Excuse me. Yeah.
no soup
Um,
for you.
no soup for you. Yeah, this is not great at all. Look at it. Look at yesterday. Look at this drop from 28 to 14. Yeah, so this is horrible. Let's skip on that one. SLI, this one, we've seen this plenty of times on our gappers list. I think they're foreign. I want to say they're foreign. I'm not
It's a
100% sure,
Canadian
but
lithium producer.
yeah, okay. They're very, very horrible as far as intraday trading, very light on volume. Just don't like this one at all. Let's move down over to next. We have HPQ. Is this HP? Yes, HP.
Yeah,
Um, earnings, I assume, because or some kind of catalyst last night, because they normally do not
yeah, they had
move
earnings
well.
last night.
Yeah. So I'm seeing here, yeah, earnings last night. Yeah, it's just not a good one, guys. We've rarely trade HP. There's just a horrible intraday trading stock. I just don't see this one being explosive for our list. Wow, our gap up list has not been fun so far. FUTU here. We do
Oh, come
have
on, man. Give the people what they want.
give people what they want, right? So F FU2U here is 2.6 this morning, 582,000 shares traded. Again, I just never liked this stock. I just never really liked this stock. So I'm hesitant to put this on my list, and I hope this is not one of the best stuff we have this morning. I hope there's better, especially on our gap down list. We'll get to that in a second. KTTA, we've seen this before. Pure garbage stock, guys. Just stay away from that one. Low flow, sitting at 4.7. Look at this here. If you look at just the numbers, right? You're up 3%, which is not so great, but you have 7 million shares traded. And this is the pre-market action from here to here, right? I mean, just look how nasty this 7 million shares is trading, especially right now, right? And the higher volume is actually during the worst parts right on here. You got some good volume there compared to everything in the morning. In the morning with less volume was actually trading a little bit decent if you compare this to this, right? But overall, it's just not great. We'll skip on that low flow stuff there. FTCI this morning, no good. Maybe a block trade, but it's really not in play this morning. All right, let's see what's gapping down today. VLON this morning, they are down 27% on a horrible pre-market activity, only 218,000. Any news on this? I mean, it's not even worth watching, I think.
Yeah, the news was actually yesterday. If you look
Mm-hmm.
at the big day they had yesterday, they got an analyst that initiated coverage on them with some sky high price target, I believe, $12 compared to it trading what at the time of 4.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So traders piled into it, and now it's getting slaughtered.
All right, I'm not looking good right now, guys. Maybe later they can get some activity, some action, but yeah. We'll head down to JWN, and this is Nordstrom, I believe, another retail company
Yep,
down
trades
25%.
like garbage.
Yes,
They had
yes, it
earnings
does.
last night.
Yeah. Yeah, garbage, guys. We'll skip on it. Again, I love this drop here, but I don't expect anything good out of that one. Similar to Best Buy yesterday, right? Best Buy had a huge drop. Was it Best Buy? No, yeah, huge drop here, and it just didn't trade well at the open. Very, very nasty there. So, yeah, not great. Heading down to Kura, KURA this morning. They are down 25%, 124,000. This is scary stuff, guys. There's no volume here, and this thing is moving through a couple of dollars like nothing here. So, very careful. There's just no order flow in
Yeah,
this pre-market. This is the stuff that people lose their shirts on, and more. So just be very, very careful on this, guys. Heading down here to PLAN here. They are down 22%, 100. Another one that's down big with no volume yet. Maybe starting to pick up. Maybe
they
starting
had
to get
earnings
going here.
last night. They're getting downgrades this morning.
Mhm. This might be interesting. Let's give it a little bit here. I see some volume coming in now. I'm not sure how long that's going to stay there, if it's going to continue. At the moment, it just needs better volume. I do like this drop here. So let's see. Let's see what happens there on plan this morning. See if we can get some good volume and activity here. This one, guys, very, very careful as well. It can move quite a bit. Down below, we do have GPS. This is Gap, I believe. Yes, Gap. And this is down 21%, 1.5 million shares traded. Another one that's down significantly. Again, just these retail companies, man, just
Destroyed.
yeah, getting destroyed. Wow. ISPC. What do you think about Gap? Is that one you will watch on your list, Norm,
It
or no?
trades better than Nordstrom. I mean,
It
I've seen
does.
some
Yeah.
good trading days on Gap.
Hmm.
Now some of those days were when it kind of surprised to the upside. It had a higher
Right.
short float, but I mean, it looks weak. But it trades better. I'd rather keep an eye on this than Nordstrom.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Definitely better volume as well. The Nordstrom. As far as
Not a
as far
huge
as
fan of things under 20
yeah,
bucks, but other than
yeah.
that,
Let's see what it does here. ADSK, this one down at 13.5, 120,000 shares traded. Big drop yesterday. No, this is just horrible. Really. So yeah, we'll skip on that. Wow, guys, what is going on with our watch list today? Has everybody started their vacation
you
early
sound
or their
depressed.
holidays?
Yes, that's
Wow.
the answer. We're supposed to be
Okay.
drinking and hanging out with family.
I think we're about
I
to
guess not
switch
in that
things up.
order, but
Norm, anything you like? I'm gonna stop here. This list is just
yeah, I'll
making
throw you
me
a couple. I'll
horrible.
throw you a couple.
Yeah.
OCUP, low float, and
OCUP.
BFRI, low float as well. So be sure to pull up the fundamentals on those on
Yeah.
trade
BF.
ideas. Also got an eye on Disney and PayPal. They have both been hit really hard. Now I don't know if they'll be in play today, especially with
Hmm.
low volume day before a holiday, but they've both just been destroyed recently, and they're getting into extreme oversell territory. And I want to, when it starts to reverse, I want to keep an eye on those, but I don't know if it'll be today.
Gotcha. So BFRI. Let me just. I think I typed this one wrong here. Let me get that one right. BFRI. Ooh,
Oh,
great volume.
I've got a
Oh
joker in
man.
the YouTube saying I stock shop at
Oh.
Gap. What a prick!
What a what a smart
It's a
guy.
friend of mine, actually.
What a smart guy.
He's a friend of mine.
Oh, he is. Oh, he's pulling a
Yeah,
leg. Okay.
yeah.
BFRI. All right, that looks really good. That looks really good. OCUP, and then you said PayPal. There was another one before PayPal.
Disney.
Disney. All right, Disney streaming
I
services.
today I traded early this morning. I may be done.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna see what gets, if anything gets volume, because this is just one of those like the rest of the week. I know, for instance, Ed in our other trading room, he's not even coming in on Friday,
yeah.
so I
It's
don't
yeah.
blame him.
It's starting to look very slim here. Um, All right, let's see what you guys have on your end. So looking at these low flows, guys, great volume right now. OCUP looking good. 20 million shares traded. Had a nice little pop here early on. They recovered nicely, so that's looking well. BFRI on the other hand, man, this thing is cranking, guys. Recent IPO, but it is trading. And I say recent, I'm talking about early November. It is just insane right now. 107% up this morning. 16 million shares traded. So excellent. And let's head over to the room, guys. What do you guys have this morning? Let's start with, let's take a look here. Tesla selling off. Let's see what's going on with Tesla. Tesla this morning, yeah, down 2.5. I think it's in play. I don't really like Tesla though, man. I think it's difficult to trade. Yeah, we'll put it on here. Tesla. How about Neo? Anything going on in that EV world? Neo, nothing's happening. XBEV was very good yesterday. Doing anything today? Not really. Light on volume as well. Looks like Tesla's the only one that's really showing some movement here in the pre-market. So that's all right. And Nvidia going up again. Nvidia, no, it's down. It's down 1.1, and with very light volume compared to what we've seen in the last couple of days. So I don't think this is really in play today. Neo, we looked at, so no good there. Tesla, Nvidia, okay. MU, let's take a look at MU. I'm not a big fan of MU, guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it has a couple of spots here, but overall, I don't think it's a great trader. Their daily does look interesting here. I saw it toppy the other day as well when I looked at it. So I don't know. I might be wrong here, but they're selling down 1.3. Maybe today could be a good day to lose some of these levels here. Let's see. Let's put on MU here. The first one on our list today. Neo, we looked at. I don't see a whole lot of action going on Neo today. Lucid, very light on volume compared to what they usually do. By now, they're sitting like at 1.5 million or greater. You're not seeing that today on
That
Lucid.
thing
So,
trades herky jerky on good volume. I can't even imagine what it's going to be with
oh,
it. It's
yeah.
trading thin.
Yeah, I would not want to be trading this on light volume, guys. It has to be very aggressive. The daily is getting very interesting, guys. You see kind of trading into a point here. Lower highs and higher lows on the daily. So you see this happening here. That could be interesting in the next coming days. I don't think today though. I don't, with this volume we're seeing now. I'm not sure if today is the day. What's going on with Bitcoin? I see you guys throwing out Mara. What's going on? Mara's daily looks interesting as well. If you look at Mara here, you are getting some interesting action on the daily. It's just very light volume though. Now that I'm looking at that, I just don't think this is in play. We'll have to wait for that to hit our scanners or something. We did look at Nvidia, guys. All right, we're starting to get a drop here. Yeah, yeah. No, it could be interesting. Could be interesting. Let's put Nvidia back here. Nvidia, there we go. All right, what else we got? DJ giving us NKLA, really? NKLA. I don't trust this ticker at all, guys. Right now they are down.
It's because they push trucks downhill.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know about this, man. 285,000. I don't like the pre-market action. Again, I just have a bias against this company, the way it trades. It can be so brutal and horrible. So um maybe should not be the right thing, but I'm not gonna add it to my list. You guys can watch this if you like. I don't see anything great on it. MU, we looked at Neo. We looked at TLRY. I know TLRY made some noise a couple of weeks ago. This morning, looking pretty flat right now, only 412,000, up 1.7 with a horrible daily, a couple of days breaking out here. And this happened to be on some news, right? We had like a catalyst that morning or something, but I don't, unless there's any type of stuff going on. Bipartisan, yeah, it's been going on for a while though. I think that kind of been, unless there's any new stuff on it, So I just don't see anything good on it at the moment. OCUP, Anna, yes, we do have that. OCUPs down here. That's a low flow of the day as well. MU, yeah, hands. MU could be tough to trade, guys. Nordstrom and Gap. We did look at both of these. Gap is a little bit better. They both don't trade very well. I'll tell you that right now. The only time we see these companies up here, for the most part, is when they have earnings. Right, that's the only time they're moving and possibly getting us some interesting moves there. But outside of that, they just don't intraday trade very well. Let's see here. Plug. Plug. Let's take a look at Plug. No volume. Very light on volume today on Plug. Disney we do have already, so Norm gave us that one. Disney right over here. So that's in there again. It's just been getting crushed the last
Yeah,
couple of days. Um, yeah, it's just
I
we'll
mean,
see.
it's not no indication anything's going to happen on it this morning. I've just kind of had that on my perennial watch list, and because there's nothing else happening,
There is not.
either go back to sleep or something. I don't know.
I'm moving PayPal up to our main list. I do like this drop we're getting here. They did very well. I forgot what they were gapping down that they just kind of sold off here. So I'm going to put them back up here on our main list. Let's see what happens there. Volume is very light right now. I'm hoping that the market opens, something could get going there. BA, let's look at BA. David from Connecticut is giving us that one. I like the daily on BA as well. I agree with you though. Very light on volume right now. I think we just have to wait for the market open and see what's going to be moving things. Where's the volume going this morning? Where's the action going to be at? AMD. Let's see, AMD. Yeah, dropping down, very similar to what's happening with Nvidia as well, right? Kind of getting a little bit of a drop there. Yeah, AMD could be something to watch as well, right? So that's good there. How about Apple? Is Apple doing anything great today? Man, they all are doing the exact same thing.
Yeah,
Nvidia, Apple, and AMD. They're doing the exact same thing here. Even MU to an extent, right? So here's the thing, right? If Nvidia and the AMD are going to do this, the same thing as MU is doing, I'm going to watch AMD or NVIDIA. I'm not going to watch MU, so I might take this off. I think out of all of them, this is probably the worst trading one lately, right? Lately. So I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. All right, let's stop here, guys. It is slim pickings this morning. I see Roblox being thrown on both chats, over in YouTube, over here
holy
as well.
crap!
What's going on with Roblox? What's
I don't know, but we were talking about KTTA earlier. Somebody mentioned
mhm.
it. Take a look. It just dropped $2 in about 20 seconds
Oh my, oh
from
my.
6.
Oh boy, oh boy. This man, this is why
I hope nobody's in that.
yeah. Our guys are great traders. This is why these stocks, man, you see this volume here, 7.8 million shares traded, just doing nothing. And it's not a low flow, by the way. I don't think it is, right?
Yeah,
It
I
is.
believe it is.
I didn't see it
What you
as a
got?
low float, man. Oh yeah, it is 4.6. Yeah. So it is. So you knew already this is a low float. And if you have a low flow trading like garbage like this, you want to stay away, right? I mean, this can happen to any low flow, but it's not going to happen to like this one here, BFRI, right? You have a better opportunity. Likelihood of happening on OCUP is it's not as high as it is this one. And man, I hope you guys. Oh wow, Woo. Down to $3, 380. This thing is
That
just
lost a third of its
so
value
garbage.
in like
Yeah.
20 seconds. That was nuts.
Yeah, it is, and look at where it does it, right? It does it at a
I
point where it looks like
Yeah.
it's gonna break out, right? So you see that fake out there, then you got the big guys coming in here, or big girls, who knows, right? And it's just
I'm
boom,
gonna think.
there it is.
I gotta think some kind of news just dropped on that I haven't heard.
Yeah,
Um,
it's too big of a
Maybe I'm
drop.
wrong, but that's some massive volume that came in right there on that
Hmm.
drop, and that is a huge drop very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Offering, because who says there was? Yeah, so there was news of an offering. There you go.
Okay, yeah,
That'll
there it
do it.
is, guys. Um, All right, let's take it over to YouTube. What do you guys have on your end here? So let's go back to Roblox, right? Careful with that one, obviously. Roblox here. I saw a lot of you guys throwing this one out. It has some volume here, but what do you guys like? The daily? The daily for a possible breakdown? That's the only thing I am seeing here on Roblox, right? So I'll throw it on here because I saw a lot of you guys throwing this out. Is there any news or anything on this, guys? Because um, you guys threw it out like if there was
We
something
gotta go to
happening.
announcements, brother. We got creative this morning.
Oh, today
We're
is
running behind.
Wednesday. That is right. We do have Creator this morning. Let's get to announcements, guys. We'll come back after Creator to fine tune this whatever list this is that we have here.
First and foremost, I want to say happy birthday to longtime member Rafzilla, which we don't usually do birthdays here, but it's a big one. He's turning 75 today. Happy birthday, brother. Hope you have a great one. And for your birthday, we're going to close the markets tomorrow. We couldn't do it today because we had to have Peter come in and talk about hump day, but we'll do it tomorrow for you. All right. So all super chat, super sticker revenue for the month is going to be donated to the Fisher Centers for Alzheimer's Research. Match dollar for dollar by Bearable Traders. And then just a reminder, any of you guys not already have a platform you're trading on and you'd like to try out our stocktradingsimulator.com. It is free to the public. Just go to that URL. And don't forget about at the bottom right to sign up for the emails. You'll get 2 emails a week, I think it is, from Simon and from Eamon that are kind of homework assignments detailing, what days and times to go back and practice trades and such. So take a look there, check it out when you get a chance. If you're watching on YouTube and haven't been in the room, you can do so at a discount. Use the promo code premarket24. Just go to bearbulletraders.com. Scroll down about halfway down the page. You'll see that test drive now button. Click on that, fill it out. It is not a recurring payment. It only charges you one time, after which it cancels in 7 days. Take note, you'll miss tomorrow because the market will be closed, but 7 calendar days, usually 5 trading days, that is good for before you have to choose another membership category. And if you'd like to become an annual elite member, you can use the promo code Black Friday 45. It'll get you 45% off the annual elite membership and a month of DAS Simulator on us, which is another $150 value, $165 actually, because I think it has replay. Kreda, good morning. How are you?
Hi, morning. Happy Thanksgiving, early Thanksgiving to you.
Oh, thank you. Prepping. I haven't eaten in a week. I'm waiting, to jump in tomorrow, but thank you very much. Today, you're going to be talking about trusting your mind while trading. So that is a tough one, and I am very interested to hear it. Take it away.
Great. So I know as well we're a little pressed for time, so I'll keep this to the point. But I just wanted to talk today about why you can't trust your mind always when you're trading. And that seems a bit of a strange thing to say, because if you can't trust your own mind, who can you trust? But it's always worth running your thoughts through a filter to see if actually are they objective or are they something that I'm sort of projecting onto the world. So we're going to talk about mind traps, and in psychology, the term that they use for this or for these mind traps are cognitive distortions. But basically, we're talking about ways that you look at the world or lenses that you use to look at the world that are actually not objective, but because you wear them all the time, all of the information that you look at in the world, you kind of confirm through this lens. So it means that you're not even aware that you have this blind spot. So let's make that a little bit more concrete. So I think probably a lot of people can resonate with the idea of when you're in the market and sometimes you're starting to feel a little bit desperate, or you're, trying to make the money, maybe you haven't taken some trades yet and you're getting a bit antsy, you want to get in. And then you actually start reading things that aren't actually there. So you start thinking that you see a setup, but it's mostly coming from the idea that you just want to be in trading. Or maybe you're in a trade and you're hoping to see some signals or indicators, so you actually see them. So basically you're imposing yourself on the market as opposed to reading what the market is presenting to you. And that's a tricky situation to be in, because it leads to these kind of, we call it, I don't know if you guys use it in trading, but in rugby or in sport, a Hail Mary trade, where you're just in there and you're hoping that it works out. But you're basing it on hope. So maybe you're in a losing trade and you're staying in there because you really feel like, oh, well, maybe this will just turn around. But it's based on emotion as opposed to being based on any logical, rational, observable facts. So that's a way that your own biases can impact your trading. And the way to counteract that is to become really aware of when you're doing this. So the more you can draw your own attention to when you do this and pull yourself up on it, then the easier it is to stop doing it. So to actually take that lens off. So to be more present with the market and what it's actually telling you and flowing with that, as opposed to trying to impose yourself on it. So one quick way that you can do that is to track how objective you've been in your trading. So maybe you want to call it something like reading the market as opposed to imposing yourself. And then you give yourself a rating out of 10 every day for how well did you read the market as opposed to how much you were imposing yourself. So if you found yourself in the grip of Hail Mary trades, maybe you're giving yourself a 1 out of 10. But if you absolutely stay present with what the market's presenting you with, then you'd be a 10 out of 10. And when you track that on a daily basis, it brings it to the front of your mind and you become much more conscious of when you're doing this. So that's a specific way that it can relate to your trading. But we also have mind traps that we carry around and they impact the person and the performer. So every other area of your life as well as trading. Because if you're wearing a specific lens that you're interpreting the world in a certain way that isn't objective, you're probably using that in your relationships, in your friendships, in your social life, all of the other areas outside of trading as well. And so, what are some mind traps that people have? Well, one is the idea of a kind of victim mentality. So, if you tend to interpret events as you being a victim, that things are out to get you or you're always hard done by, that could be a mindset that people get into. And it's really important to challenge that because it's quite a disempowering mindset to be in. So, if you're wearing that lens of the victim, you'll interpret every event that happens as, you'll take it personally. And that really doesn't support you in your trading or in other areas of your life. But other ways that you can actually have mind traps or these lenses that don't serve you would be things like where maybe you always discount the positives. So in your trading, an example of this would be where you actually followed your process on a trade, you did everything right, but the trade went against you, and all you focus on is the fact that the trade went against you, and you don't focus on the fact that, well, I was really disciplined and I stuck to my trading rules. So that would be one way. Another way might be that you tend to kind of generalize. So because you've had a red day yesterday, you say, right, that's it. I'm now in a rut and this is going to happen again today. And that always happens to me. So when I've one red day, it's followed by 3 more, and that's just how it is. So that's actually a lens that you're using to look at the world. So there's a whole load of different mind traps. So if you want to look at this in more detail, look up cognitive distortions from psychology, and you'll see a whole range of ones that might apply to you. And most people carry a few of these around, so it's not uncommon to have these. But if you can catch yourself using them, remove the lens and look at everything more objectively, especially your trading, you'll be in a much better position. So if you want to challenge these mind traps, first identify what ones that you're using. Then catch yourself as you're using them. So try and develop really good self-awareness around when you're actually looking through these lenses. And then try and actually question the validity of them. So the problem with mind traps is that we always look for evidence that confirms them. And that's why it's a bias. So we need to actually force ourselves to look at the evidence that goes against what we're thinking. So if you're in that habit of having one red day followed by 3 more, try and think back to a time where you had a red day and you turned it around really well, and the following day was a really good trading day. So that would be a way to counteract the mind trap. So you want to challenge the mind trap, and then you want to actually look for the objective, more neutral, more realistic, probable truth in the situation. So I know we're pressed for time, so that's just a quick introduction to it, but definitely worth checking out. And I'd advise people to go and Google that so you can see if any of those are at play for yourself in your trading.
I love it. Thank you, Creta. And that Hail Mary trade, some people call it a YOLO trade. You only live once. It rarely ever works. It just makes things worse. So that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you, Creta. Have a wonderful day. Rest of the week, and we'll see you on Monday.
You too. Talk later.
All right. Thank you, Creator, so much for that. Let me make sure my volume is good. All right. Excellent, guys. Let's get to it. Let's go look at our watch list today, which doesn't look all that great right now. And hoping it can get better as we move forward here in the pre-market into our market open. So starting with MU, I have MU on here, which again, MU, NVIDIA, AMD, all looking very similar this morning. And I have PayPal here as well. Secondary list, let's see if anything in here has gotten any better. We have PLAN, which again has a nice drop. I'm concerned with the volume and how the flow is going to be of the price action on this one. It looks very light right now. GPS, choppy at the moment, hoping that at the market open we can get some kind of activity. Disney looking interesting. I know it has light volume right now. And I'm hoping it can get some good volume at the open, but just look at this drop right back to the low of the pre-market. That is interesting. And their daily's been dropping here. You can see they've just been getting slammed, guys, right? Big gap down here back in November 11th, and then followed by nothing but red days. Even this green day somehow just didn't end very well. And you can see here that drop. So I think I'm going to move Disney up. We do have the space. Let's move Disney up here to our main list. We'll remove it from here. I think it's looking very interesting on the daily, and this drop we're getting right now. Let's see if we make a new low here in the pre-market. Then outside that, we have Tesla also looking good, guys. If you like Tesla, I think Tesla is one of the better ones this morning here for Tesla. So take a look at that. BA, it's okay. And then we have Roblox, which is moving quite a bit here. Also looking for a potential breakout there towards the bottom, looks like. All right, let's get some levels in here, guys. This is the first time I think this is probably one of the worst lists we had in a very, very long time. Like, I'm not excited about any of these right now. So let's hope that can change. Let's do some levels, MU here, and then we'll look to see what the moderators have on their list. Maybe we can pull off something from their list that looks decent this morning. So over here, guys, MU, high of the pre-market, 86 on the dot. Below that, we do have the lows from the last 2 trading days, so that's good. And then towards the bottom here on the daily, we have 78, 93. We have anything towards the top, I'm sure. 78, 93. Yeah, you know what? We have some better levels here as well between this low of the pre-market and 78, 93. We have a good one right over here. Not the best daily, as you can see, very, very choppy. But if you go across the board, you have a lot of days opening and closing around this area. You also have some good change in direction, like this one right on here. Nice rejection there. Area of resistance cannot get above that. Change in direction, heads right back down. So that's good there. Then a lot of days is kind of confirming that level of support or resistance here for MU. So 82.04 is a good one. We'll keep that one on there. And then towards the top, guys, above our pre-market highs this morning, we do have our highs and lows right here around 88. And then above that, if we want to mark down something, again, very, 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 very bad daily here to find levels in. But if you slowly look through this right here, you can see a lot of days is kind of closing, opening around here. So the more days you have doing that, the more confirmation you get of an actual level. This one is sitting at 89.53 area, so we'll put that on there. So here's MU, guys. We'll see how this trades. I like the daily here for a possible short today. If we can break down from 84, we'll see. Nvidia is very, very active right now, getting some good volume, guys. 460,000 shares traded. I know we've been getting spoiled on Nvidia when it's been trading very high volume in the pre-market, millions, 1.5 million and so forth. But still, 460,000. Let's remind ourselves that Nvidia is not a heavy pre-market trader as far as volume. So 460 for Nvidia for this stock is still very, very good volume, right? As you were ripping here through all-time highs, just doing very well. So low of the pre-market, 311.68. Towards the bottom, we do have a couple of levels here. I'm going to mark down 288.05. And then this one on here, there's a lot happening here. You can see this was an area of support for a lot of days on here. So that is all good there. This 298.03 is a good level to have as well. So plenty of stuff there. Towards the top, you have plenty. I don't think you need to add any more, guys. Highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. If we do start ripping above into the green area here, if that's going to be that type of day, you might want to have down 327.35. And also this one here, 330. These are minor levels, guys, right? There's not a whole lot of stuff happening here. They were created as we broke through the recent highs here. All-time high, so they just created these 2 levels, but there's not a whole lot of touches as far as you see here, right? This right here, that's a main level. You got tons of days just bouncing randomly, not randomly off that price, the 298, right? It's just not just happening. Hey, 298 is a good place to bounce, guys. Let's bounce from here. It's not the way it works, right? So 298, obviously people like to get in around that area, or you've seen some nice support happening there. Here's PayPal getting some action towards the downside. Low of the pre-market right now, sitting at 186.18. I like this one out of all of them, probably the best right now for this possible drop, and Disney's looking good as well. And once you mark that low of the pre-market being created right now, let's see if it sticks. Here you have plenty of levels outside of that range surrounding the price action. The highs and lows doing a good job there. PayPal, if we go back, we probably have to go back a little bit here to see if we have anything under 180. We should. We got to go back quite a bit here. We're looking at last year, November, December time frame. We'll come in here, look at that area of support that we're testing right now as well. We did the same thing. We did the same thing last year around November. Exact same thing. Right around this area, we found support and then we took off, right? Not saying that's going to happen, but it's just interesting how we're back in November and back at these levels again, right over here, 186, right? So the last time we've been here was in November. So 178.64 is a level down here. Then you also have 174.81 as well, in case we do decide to take a dive here on PayPal. Again, just look at the daily on PayPal since August. They just have not been playing fun here, guys. All September red, October, and now into November continues to drop very aggressively here. So here's AMD. AMD and Nvidia all looking very similar this morning. They're down 1.3. This is not amazing volume for Nvidia, guys. We've definitely seen much better. We'll get rid of this 156 there towards the bottom. Low of the pre-market 147.60, 147.76. And then towards the top, we do have the highs and lows from the last 2 trading days sitting on there. Whoa, look at this, guys. This is more interesting than anything we have going on here in the pre-market.
There's nothing good happening.
What's going on, buddy?
I've got the risk manager. Hey, you want to talk to Carlos and say hi?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
You doing good? How's school? How's everything?
Good.
You keeping your dad out of trouble? That response is questionable. Good to see you, man. All right, excellent.
My risk manager.
Yes. We left off here at AMD, guys. So AMD at the moment is again just pretty much doing what it's doing here. And Nvidia looks a little bit better as far as volume. 271 is not great volume for AMD. Another level towards the bottom, 142, and another one here over at 138. So a couple of levels on AMD there. Disney, I like Disney, guys. I don't like the pre-market much, but I like the fact that we're slamming up against these lows here. This could be interesting. You're all set towards the top, guys. Highs and lows from the last 2 trading days. You're good there. And here we have 150.05 is a good one. And let's see another level towards the bottom here. And we'll see what we can get there. Let's go right over here. Towards the bottom, we are looking at 146.44 is the best level I like in here. So, yeah, I think we're all set, guys. I mean, again, it's one of these days where the best stuff doesn't look great that we have here. So very patient today, guys, and it's only going to get worse as the day moves on, I believe, as people start their holiday preparation, Thanksgiving and all that. So just be careful with that. Let's take a look at our moderators lineup. I want to see what's going on there. Let's see what people have. Maybe we can spot something great in that area. Let me fine tune this here, resize this so it looks good for you guys. Guys, make sure that you guys over on YouTube hit that thumbs up. We appreciate it very much, and it does help us out a ton. So you'd be surprised what it does here for our channel as we continue to do this show for you guys over there on YouTube. Let's bring.
Thank you all for the kind comments, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, guys. Yeah, let's give Decker a nice thumbs up, guys. Let's give Norm's risk manager a nice thumbs up there.
Can you say give us a thumbs up on YouTube?
Give us a thumbs up on YouTube.
Thank you.
How can you not get us to around 300 today with something like that? A beautiful thing.
Kids and animals.
Kids and animals.
Kids and animals.
You know what, Norm? We should get like our kids here or some pets on the show just to try to get more likes.
Yeah.
I think I'll do it.
Yeah.
Especially with today's watch list.
You throw on a cute puppy and a kid, you'll have like 10,000 likes.
Oh, absolutely. All right, guys, let's get in here. We're looking at Peter. IPOs for today, just one, so not much going on there. Even the IPOs are quiet this morning. Peter's looking at AMD, Apple, Lucid, secondary list, GPS, Nvidia, Futu. Eamon is looking at Bank of America, Lucid, potential shorts, CCL. Jared is looking at Nvidia, AMD, Tesla, and Lucid. Secondary list, Roblox, Disney, and PayPal. Dima, she's looking at Apple, AMD, and XPEF, and Tiffany likes Tesla and Nvidia. Brian this morning looking at Nordstrom, Gap, GPS, Mara, Roblox, and Lucid. So again, very slim watch list today, as you can see here, guys. So Norm, anything that has popped up in your list? I know you traded already. What did you trade, by the way?
OCUP. Starting at around $4.
Very nice.
But it's just somebody where is it? Somebody over on YouTube asked, should we trade today? While I won't ever tell anybody whether they should or should not trade specifically, I would call it highly questionable today. Sit back. I mean, the key is be patient. Be patient and see how it goes.
That is the key, guys. Patience, patience. All right, we're up here at 9:16. We're going to hand it over to Brian and Andrew are up next. These guys are going to take us into the open, and they're going to, I'm sure they're going to work some magic and find something that we can trade. They always do. But again, as Norm said, just got to be patient today. Take your time. Guys, have an amazing holidays for those celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow. And we will see you. We're off tomorrow and half a day on Friday, right?
Yeah, market closes at 1 p.m. Eastern on Friday. I will say that something did hit the halt scanner that's currently halted on news. That's Benny, B-E-N-E. It's a SPAC that I believe we've had on the list every once in a while over the last month or so. I'm curious
Which
when
is that one?
when that comes. B-E-N-E, Benny.
Benny,
Also has its
B-E-N-E.
warrants, Benny
yeah.
W. But I don't know, if it'll do anything, but it has a chance. So I'll have that, and I'll have an alert set for when it starts trading in case that news sparks a catalyst.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys, I see Andrew's fired up and ready to go. His watch list for those on YouTube is going to be Gap, Nordstrom, and Tesla. Not a big fan of anything Lucid, Roblox, Apple, and AMD on watch. Yeah, that's kind of the feeling everybody has right now. Not a big fan of everything. So be patient, guys. Sit tight and don't force anything today. Guys, stay safe over on YouTube. We're going to continue in the chat room. See you guys on Friday. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Take care, guys. Trade safe.